to ship a guitar from the United States to the European Union, first there is an export permit to ship the wood into the United States. Then we have to get a re-export permit to ship it into Europe. And Europeans have to get an import permit to bring it in.
7 to 10 years? 2 to 7.
So we have to segregate the wood that we bought in the US versus the wood that we bought in Europe and ship the US wood to countries outside of Europe and the wood that came from Europe back into Europe.
Here's Madagascar rosewood, and you can hear there's a lot there, a lot of vibration. So a soft piece of pine's not going to sound like that.
I've been a lifelong environmentalist myself, but the way the listing was written, it's having such a small impact on conservation. It's doing nothing for illegal logging, and which is where the issue really resides. And it's having a huge impact on trade in musical instruments. China, for instance, I think it brings in almost 2 million cubic meters of rosewood per year. So we use, and we're probably one of the biggest US manufacturers using rosewood, acoustic guitar manufacturers in the country, and we use under 50 cubic meters.
我觉得对于我们中国人来说，一个器物它如果能够传代的话，这个其实是我们中国人很看重的一点。所以传世那是红木家具的一个特点，因为它的材料非常的坚硬，那而且确实可以很长久的保存下去。那再有呢，我们其实你说在古代，那古人其实对于器物来说，它更多的是欣赏它背后的东西。你想，比如说像红木的这种坚硬呢，那其实它表露了一种所谓君子的刚健。那后面的这些内容，其实我们古人更看重。那其次，像红木的这些不同的品类呢，它们的这些纹路啊，这些自然的属性呢，它的色泽呀，也非常的美。所以这些原因都是我们喜欢红木家具的这个很重要的原因。
The demand for high-end furniture in China, most prominently, has been driving the illegal logging and the smuggling and the trade in rosewood worldwide over the past decade or so. China has taken some steps. For example, through seizing certain shipments, and China has signaled that it is willing to implement the CITES Convention. We agree that practical solutions need to be found. CITES is about trade in traveling musicians, orchestras, people who have their guitars repaired. They should not be affected by it. They should not be the ones who bear the consequences. There
have been instances where people have arrived, in good faith, have tried to work with authorities. They've called authorities ahead and said, I'm coming. I think I have the right permits, and then it turns out they don't. And their bow or violin has been confiscated. And of course, those stories reverberate around the world. Musical instruments have no connection to that illegal trade. So we've come forward now to the CITES authorities in the U.S., working with U.S. Fish and Wildlife, and also with CITES authorities internationally, to explain who we are, what we do, and how very little rosewood we use. So our hope is that musical instruments, because they're not connected to illegal wildlife trading, are exempted from this rule.
By CITES, we are regulating the industry, because once it is CITES signed, that means that comes from a genuine source. Because whatsoever timber is not coming from the CITES signed one, that is all illegal timber. So CITES, in my opinion, is that it's helping the industry, because as stakeholders, we are sure that it's coming from a legal source.